As you step onto this gentle path, perhaps you notice how the earth beneath your feet seems to welcome each footfall, soft and yielding after recent rain. The ancient trees that line this trail have stood here for decades, some for centuries, witnessing countless seasons of change, while remaining rooted in their quiet wisdom. There's something profoundly comforting about walking among these silent teachers, these living monuments to patience and endurance. The dappled sunlight filtering through the canopy above creates an ever-shifting mosaic of light and shadow, reminding us of what Marcus Aurelius once observed. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. Perhaps in this moment, surrounded by nature's effortless beauty, you can feel the truth of those words settling into your awareness like morning mist finding its place among the leaves. Research has shown us that spending just 20 minutes in nature can significantly reduce cortisol levels, our body's primary stress hormone. But beyond the science lies something even more profound: the way these moments of natural immersion seem to restore not just our bodies, but our perspective on what truly matters. As you continue along this winding path, you may find that the gentle rhythm of your steps begins to synchronize with something deeper, something that connects you to the timeless flow of life itself. The sound of water reaches your ears now, a distant stream making its way through the landscape with the kind of purposeful ease that Lao Tzu might have recognized as the essence of Wu Wei: effortless action. Water doesn't struggle against the rocks in its path. It simply finds another way, wearing down obstacles through gentle persistence rather than force. What might your life look like if you could embody even a fraction of this fluid wisdom? Ahead, the path curves around a grove of birch trees, their white bark catching the light like nature's own calligraphy against the deeper greens of the forest. Seneca once wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." Here, in this unhurried moment, time seems to expand rather than contract. Each step becomes an opportunity to practice what the Buddhists call mindful presence. Not rushing towards some distant destination, but finding completeness in the simple act of being exactly where you are. The statistics tell us that people who spend regular time in natural environments report 30% lower levels of anxiety and depression. But numbers, however compelling, can barely capture the felt sense of what happens when we allow ourselves to be held by the natural world. Perhaps you're experiencing it now, that subtle shift from the mental chatter of daily concerns to something more spacious, more connected to the fundamental rhythms that have sustained life on this planet for millions of years. If you're finding peace in this shared journey through nature's wisdom, you might consider joining our community of fellow travelers by subscribing to our channel, where we explore these pathways to inner calm together, one mindful step at a time. As the trail begins to climb gently upward, you may notice how your body naturally adjusts to the changing terrain, finding its own sustainable pace without conscious effort. This is the body's innate intelligence at work, the same wisdom that regulates your heartbeat and orchestrates the complex dance of cellular renewal happening within you every moment. Epictetus taught that wealth consists in not having great possessions, but in having few wants. Walking here among the trees, breathing air that costs nothing yet sustains everything, this teaching takes on a visceral clarity. The path opens now onto a small clearing where wildflowers have claimed their space in the sun. Purple lupines and golden black-eyed Susans create a natural mandala, each bloom a testament to the patient unfolding that characterizes all authentic growth. In Buddhist philosophy, there's a concept called beginner's mind, approaching each moment with fresh eyes, free from the assumptions and judgments that can cloud our perception. Standing here among these flowers, each one unique yet part of a greater whole, you might glimpse what it means to see the world with such clarity. The mountains in the distance rise like ancient guardians, their peaks touching clouds that have traveled thousands of miles to be here in this precise moment. Time moves differently in the presence of such geological permanence. What seemed urgent this morning may feel less pressing now, viewed from the perspective of these stone elders who measure change in millennia rather than minutes. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that loss is nothing else but change, and change is nature's delight. Perhaps the mountains understand this better than anyone, having witnessed countless transformations while maintaining their essential presence. A gentle breeze stirs the leaves above, creating a sound like whispered conversations in a language older than words. This is the voice of the forest itself, speaking in frequencies that our nervous systems recognize even when our minds cannot translate the meaning. Studies have shown that the negative ions released by moving water and rustling leaves can increase serotonin levels, naturally elevating mood and promoting feelings of well-being. But beyond the biochemistry lies something even more profound, the recognition that we are not separate from this web of life, but intimately woven into its fabric. As you round another bend, the sound of flowing water grows stronger, and soon you catch sight of a stream making its way over smooth stones, worn gentle by countless years of patient contact. The water moves with what Buddhists might call right effort, neither forcing nor hesitating, but flowing with natural determination toward its destination. Watching this liquid meditation in motion, you might ask yourself, where in my life am I pushing too hard? And where might I benefit from this kind of fluid persistence? The afternoon light has shifted now, casting longer shadows that stretch across the path like nature's own sundial. There's something deeply satisfying about this visible passage of time, so different from the abstract ticking of clocks and the urgent pinging of notifications. Here, time reveals itself as a friend rather than a taskmaster, offering the gift of presence rather than the anxiety of scarcity. Research conducted by environmental psychologists has found that people who spend time in natural settings show improved attention spans and enhanced creative problem-solving abilities. But perhaps more importantly, they report a greater sense of connection to themselves, to others, and to something larger than their individual concerns. This connection isn't something we need to create. It's something we need to remember, to uncover beneath the layers of distraction and disconnection that modern life can accumulate like dust on a forgotten treasure. The path begins to descend now, winding through a grove of ancient oaks, whose massive trunks speak of centuries spent in quiet contemplation. Seneca observed that every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. These trees embody this wisdom, their rings marking not just the passage of years but the cycles of growth, rest, challenge, and renewal that characterize all meaningful existence. Standing in their presence, you might feel your own life's seasons with new appreciation, understanding that periods of apparent dormancy are often preparing the ground for unexpected flowering. A hawk circles overhead, riding the thermal currents with an ease that speaks of perfect alignment with natural forces. There's no struggle in its flight, no resistance to the wind, only a masterful dance with the elements that support its soaring. This is what the Stoics meant when they spoke of living in accordance with nature, not fighting against the conditions we encounter, but finding ways to work skillfully with whatever arises. As this journey through nature's classroom draws toward its close, you may notice how different you feel from when you first stepped onto this path. The same concerns that occupied your mind earlier may still be present, but perhaps they feel less overwhelming now, held within a larger context of natural wisdom and timeless perspective. This is one of nature's greatest gifts, the ability to restore our sense of proportion, to remind us that we are part of something vast and enduring and beautiful. The trail curves one final time, bringing you to a peaceful overlook where the entire valley spreads below, like a living tapestry woven from countless individual threads of life. From this vantage point, You can see the stream you followed earlier, now just a silver ribbon threading through the landscape, connecting forest to meadow to distant hills in an unbroken flow of natural grace. If this time together has brought you a sense of peace and perspective, we invite you to subscribe and join our growing community of nature lovers and wisdom seekers, where we continue exploring these pathways to inner calm and deeper understanding. As you prepare to carry this sense of natural peace back into your daily life, remember that the wisdom you've touched here isn't confined to forest paths and mountain views. It lives within you always, as much a part of your essential nature as the breath that sustains you and the heartbeat that marks your unique rhythm in the grand symphony of existence. The trees will continue their patient growing, the stream will keep flowing toward the sea, and the mountains will stand in their ancient stillness, holding space for all who seek the healing that only nature can provide.